So listen everyone. Last class we discussed about position of hydrogen. After then occurrence of hydrogen also we discussed. Position of hydrogen. Next one is occurrence. So today's class we'll discuss about preparation of dihydrogen. Preparation of dihydrogen. Yes. So there are number of methods for preparing dihydrogen from metals and metal hydrates also. Okay, na? So there are number of methods, number of techniques for preparing of dihydrogen. From metals you can prepare, from metal hydrates also can prepare. First one is laboratory preparation of dihydrogen. So it is usually prepared by the reaction of granulated zinc with dilute hydrochloric acid. Nothing but metal plus hydrochloric acid. Already you people know. Metal plus acid. What it form? Salt plus dihydrogen. Salt plus dihydrogen. Same thing. Just 1 minute. Less members only join. 44 members only. 35 they're joining. Okay, no problem. Listen. So metal plus acid form salt plus hydrogen gas. It can also prepared by the reaction of zinc with aqueous alkali. Nothing but metal plus base. You can get salt plus hydrogen. Given Zn plus NaOH. You prepare sodium zincate plus hydrogen. So these reactions already we people studied in class 10th standard. So same thing. Next one is commercial preparation. Like commercially what you can use. The commonly used process are outlined below. How we can do by electrolysis process. So here listen, electrolysis of acidified water using platinum electrodes use hydrogen. So water can take the brains of electrolysis and trace amount of like trace of acid or base. For example, little amount of acid or base. They given electrolysis of acidified water using platinum electrode use hydrogen. Use hydrogen. High purity dihydrogen is obtained by electrolyzing high purity. I think around 99.95% dihydrogen is obtained by electrolyzing from aqueous barium hydroxide solution between nickel electrodes. So with help of electrodes, either you can use platinum electrodes or nickel electrodes. Nickel, platinum, palladium. So these elements will be same group. So can you use either nickel electrode or platinum electrode or palladium electrode, any electrode you can use. So here by electrolysis process, nothing but with help of electrodes, you can prepare high purity dihydrogen. High purity dihydrogen. So it is obtained by as a byproduct. It is obtained as a byproduct in the manufacturing of sodium hydroxide and chlorine by the electrolysis of brine solution. So by electrolysis of brine solution, During electrolysis, the reaction that takes place are given at a cathode and anode. Cathode and anode. So they given overall cell reaction also, like off reactions. The anode and cathode. Anode condition oxidation takes place. Cathode condition reduction takes place. So there will be gain of electron, that you can say reduction. Loss of electron, you can say oxidation. You know, anode condition, loss of electrons takes place. Anode condition, loss of electron takes place. Cathode condition, gain of electron takes place. Yes, you can check it by seeing the reaction and say. Next one is reaction of steam on hydrocarbons or coke at high temperature in the presence of catalyst. You can get dihydrogen. So they given either alkenes or alkenes or alkynes. You can take any hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons, carbon compounds will be there. Alkenes, alkenes, alkynes. So organic compound reacting with water in presence of nickel catalyst, you can get syngas or water gas also. Listen here, the mixture of CO2, CO and H2O. CO and H2O is called water gas. The mixture of CO and H2O is used for the synthesis of methanol and number of hydrocarbons. It is also called synthesis, or they given syngas also. Nowadays, syngas is produced from sewage, sawdust, scrap, wood, newspapers, etc. The process of producing syngas from coal is called coal gasification. So CO plus H2, we can say syngas. So the given, and CO2 plus H2, we can call water gas. CO2 plus H2, we can call water gas. Once again, yesterday also we discussed this topic. Again, I'm recalling those topics. Don't worry about. Once again, yes, it is given. CO plus H2 we can call syngas. It is given, and CO2 plus H2 we can call a water gas. Water gas also given. Yes, correct only. So here again CO plus H2 in presence of catalyst, high temperature, you get water gas. So presently 77% of industrial dihydrogen is produced from petrochemicals, 18% from coal, 4% from electrolysis of aqueous solution, and 1% of other sources. So the given, so each one how much percentage will be formed? Around 77% of the industrial dihydrogen you can get. After that, so from petrochemicals, next one is 18% from coal. 18% from coal is given. 4% from electrolysis of aqueous solution. Electrolysis of aqueous solution you can take. And 1% from the other product also given. 1% from the other products also, other sources given. Next one is physical properties. Dihydrogen is colorless, odorless, tasteless, combustible gas. So dihydrogen is colorless gas. So it is odorless and tasteless. Colorless, odorless, tasteless. You know colorless, but like water is colorless only. Odorless, but you can't get any smell also. Tasteless, you can't get any taste also. Yes. It is lighter than air and insoluble in water. So it is insoluble in water, lighter than air. So it is its other physical properties along with those of deuterium are given table 9.1. It is there along with some uses also. Okay, no problem. Listen here. Next one. Chemical properties of dihydrogen. So one thing you can remember, maximum inorganic chemistry. So main you can prepare preparations properties. So under properties condition, you can study physical properties, chemical properties. So every compound. So you can take either dihydrogen, either can take dioxygen, either can take trioxygen, or you can take ammonia, sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, nitric acid. So any compound you can take, compulsory can follow 3 steps. That is preparation, properties, uses. Okay na? Yes. Now listen, the chemical behavior of dihydrogen. Listen here what is given. So it is determined to large extent by bond dissociation enthalpy. Bond dissociation enthalpy is the highest for the single bond between 2 atoms of an element. So what inference would you draw from this factor? It is because of this factor, the dissociation of dihydrogen into its atom is only 0.081 percentage, around 2000 Kelvin, which increases to 95.5 percentage at 5000 Kelvin, and also it is relatively inert at room temperature due to the high bond enthalpy. Next one is the atomic hydrogen is produced at a high temperature in electric arc under ultraviolet radiation. Since its orbitals is incomplete with electronic configuration, so it does combine with almost other elements, accompanies reactions by loss of the one electron to give H plus ions, or gain of one electron to form H minus ions, and sharing electrons to form single covalent bond. It is having 3 reasons. One is loss of one electron or gain of one electron, otherwise sharing of electrons. When loss of electrons condition form H plus, gain of electrons condition forms H minus, sharing of covalent bond forms sharing of electron to form a single covalent bond. The chemistry of dihydrogen can be given following the reactions. What is reactions? First one is reaction with the halogen, reaction with dioxygen, dinitrogen, metals or metal oxides. So many things, organic compounds you can prepare. Okay na? Yes. First one, listen. It reacts with the halogen to give hydrogen halides. So hydrogen react with the halogen form hydrogen halide. They given halogens. Instead of X place, you can take fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So while the reaction with fluorine occurs, even in the dark, the iodine it requires a catalyst. Reaction with dioxygen, so it reacts with dioxygen to form water. The reaction is highly exothermic. The reaction is highly exothermic. So it reacts with dioxygen to form water. So H2 plus O2 form H2O. Next one is the reaction with dinitrogen also. Dinitrogen forms ammonia. H2 plus N2 form NH3. So this is the method for the manufacturing of ammonia by the Haber process. Okay, na? So you can remember clearly with help of halogen we can yes. So here hydrogen react with halogen, hydrogen reacts with oxygen, hydrogen reacts with nitrogen. So it's a halogen form HX, hydrogen halides. It reacts with the oxygen form water, H2 plus O2 form H2O. H2 plus N2, so it reacts with dinitrogen form ammonia. So reaction with the metal condition. So with many metals combined with at a high temperature, combines at a high temperature. So you can get hydrates. So hydrogen plus form, metal plus form. Yes, they given metal hydrates given. Reactions with metal ions and metal oxides. Listen here. It reduces some metal ions in aqueous solution and oxides of metals. It reduces some metal ions in aqueous solution and oxides of metals into corresponding metals given. Nothing but listen here. The reaction with metal ion and metal oxides. So here hydrogen react with metal ions in aqueous medium form and oxides of metals also less reactive than iron into corresponding metals. So they given all the things also. So it reacting with metal ions, it reacting with metal oxides. So hydrogen will be reacting with dihydrogen, dioxygen, dinitrogen, dihalogen, like many things will be there. Dihydrogen will be reacting with dioxygen, dinitrogen, dihalogen. You can take now metal ion, metal oxides. The reaction with organic compounds also. So it react with many organic compounds. In the presence of catalyst, it gives useful hydrogenated product of commercial importance for example. Given. What is the examples also? So hydrogenation of vegetable oil using nickel as a catalyst gives enable as a radiable fats, nothing but the given vanaspati ghee, so made up of ghee can take. So hydro formulation of olefins. What is the meaning of olefin? But oil forming product. So olefins are the alkenes. So here hydrogen reacting with organic compound, or you can take alkenes, you can get aldehydes. Again aldehydes reacting with the hydrogen form alcohols. So aldehydes can convert into alcohols by reduction process, addition of hydrogen. So this already we studied, ethanol to ethanol, alkenes to alcohol, like ethanol. Okay, na? That all things we studied in carbon compounds lesson. Preparation of ethanol, the things will be we studied in class 10th standard carbon compounds also. Next one you can check it. Uses of dihydrogen. What is the uses of dihydrogen? So dihydrogen reduces chlorine into chloride ion and itself gets oxidized. It gives H plus ion. Next one is an electron pair is shared between chlorine and hydrogen to form covalent bond. Dihydrogen is reduced by sodium to form hydrates NaH. Dihydrogen, like one second, sorry for that. Listen here. Uses of dihydrogen jacket. The largest single uses of dihydrogen is in the synthesis of ammonia, which is used in the manufacturing of nitric acid and nitrogenous fertilizers. The main dihydrogen we are used for the manufacturing of ammonia. Otherwise, you can say fertilizers also, nitric acid, those things. Dihydrogen is used for the manufacturing of vanaspati fat, nothing but dalda, ghee, those things. It is also used in the manufacturing of bulk organic chemicals like methanol, particularly alcohol. So it is widely used for the manufacturing of metal hydrides. So it is used for the preparation of hydrogen chloride, a highly useful chemical compound. Highly useful chemical compound also. Yes. To play better, you can open our NCR book, ma, students, everyone. I think everyone have NCR book, ma. Please make it into highlight.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, you have the any pen or marker is there, you can make it highlight. Kind of those points. So inorganic, no need to write notes. I think maximum main points will be there. Easily can write shortcut. Okay now? Yes. Again, I will repeat from first onward. Please listen once again. Preparation of dihydrogen condition. What preparations will be there? First one is from acid, from dilute acids you can take, from aqueous, but in base, from the acid with bases. So metal plus acid, what will form? Salt plus hydrogen gas. Next, metal plus base, salt plus hydrogen gas. They given sodium zincate, and some electrolysis process also in presence of platinum catalyst. Or I can take one more important reaction is organic compound. Hydrocarbons reacting with water form, yes, CO plus H2. That you can say syngas. Again, CO plus H2 reacting with the CO plus H2 form CO2 plus H2. That you can say water gas. So syngas formula is CO plus H2. Water gas formula is CO2 plus H2. CO plus H2 is syngas. CO2 plus H2 is water gas. One more important for the entrance exam. That's why I'm repeating many times. And presently around 77% of industrial dihydrogen we have, and it forms yes, and 18% from coal, 4% from electrolysis of aqueous solution, 1% from the other sources also they given. Next, physical properties. It is colorless, odorless, tasteless, and combustible gas. So they given it is other physical properties also along with those deuterium are given in the table 9.1. So it is almost be similar physical properties, even deuterium and dihydrogen also. And they having chemical properties. So chemical properties condition, what is the chemical reaction? So it reacting with halogen, dioxygen, and dihydrogen, metals, metal oxides, those things reacting with the organic compounds also you can take. Finally, we have uses. So what is the uses we have? Okay, now? Yes. You can see the another book, ma. Yes. Laboratory preparation of dihydrogen. So here, metal plus water, what will form? Already we people studied in metals and all metals lesson in class 10th standard. Metal plus water, metal plus oxygen, metal plus acid. These all reactions we studied in 10th class. Same thing I am repeating again, don't worry about it. So listen, first one is the metal plus water form base plus hydrogen. Right? Metal hydroxide, metal oxides given. So here main based on the metal reactivity series. So it was their highly reactive metals form metal hydroxides. To moderate and low reactive form only metal oxides. So based on the reactivity series of metals, you know already a reactivity series of metals, how they classified highly reactive metals, moderate reactive metals, and low reactive metals also they give it. So those things also you can check it once again. So here Metals will be react with cold water, hot water, and water vapors also. Yes. Next one, it reacting with hydrocarbons. So hydrocarbon plus water form syngas. Again syngas like CO plus H2O form CO2 plus H2 water gas to be formed. Yes, those things only they discussed. Metal plus acid, metal plus base, so what will form? Salt plus hydrogen gas. So here so you can use amphoteric metals like Zn, tin, aluminium, lead, silica. These all metals will be reacting with base form hydrogen gas. Yes. Can you see the chemical properties? Say the given dihydrogen combines with many non-metals under specific conditions. They're having reactions with the halogen, the nitrogen, the hydrogen, with the sulfur, they given. So with the halogen, the reactivity of a halogen towards dihydrogen forms, they given what will be formed. And with the nitrogen also, with the sulfur also they given. The sulfur, with the nitrogen, with the non-metals, those things you can take it. So dihydrogen will be reacting with the halogens, metals, non-metals, all things they give. Dihydrogen combines with metals like sodium, potassium, calcium, etc. upon heating to form ionic hydrates. So to form ionic hydrates, which are also called salt-like hydrates. So sodium plus hydrogen forms yes, Na plus H2 form NaH. Li plus H2 form LiH. So action with metal ions and metal oxides also. Hydrogen reduces some metal ions and oxides of metals also. Now check it here. Uses of dihydrogen. So dihydrogen is used in the synthesis of ammonia and nitric acid and nitrogen fertilizers also. For the properties of vanaspati, nothing but dalda, grains of Rani nickel catalyst. For all preparations of methanol, for the preparation of methanol also they are using dihydrogen and reducing agent in the metallurgy purpose and atomic hydrogen and oxyhydrogens below. Yes, you can check it. So it is also used as a rocket fuel. It is also used in the fuel cells. It is also used in the manufacturing of metal hydrides. The manufacturing of metal hydrides. So they given it is also used in the nickel fuel cells. So it is also used in the rugged fuels. This thing they given clearly. So you can follow what are the uses of dihydrogen. Okay? Na? Yes. 1 minute. Next again, uses of dihydrogen. The cells in which heat produced by burning fuel gases like H2, CO, CH4 directly converted into electrical energy are called fuel cells. So they convert into electrical energy. So chemical energy is converted into electrical energy like that. The cells in which heat is produced by burning fuels gases like the given H2, CO, CH4 directly converted into electrical energy is called fuel cells. So cells nothing but you can remember compulsory what is the anode, what is the cathode. Anode condition what will happen and cathode condition what will happen. So anode condition always will be loss of electron. Cathode condition gain of electrons. So they can follow what is the overall reaction. So when cathode condition reduction takes place, anode condition oxidation takes place. So fuel cells do not pollute the atmosphere. Fuel cells will be do not pollute atmosphere. Different forms of hydrogen. So given the atomic hydrogen is extremely reactive. So as the molecules of dihydrogen gas passes through the electric arc at 4000 temperature to 4500 degrees centigrade is given. So these absorb, so these absorb energy and get dissociated into atoms. We're going to dissociation like H2 is became converting into atom also they given. Next one. These hydrogen called nascent hydrogen. The hydrogen that is just produced in the reaction is called nascent hydrogen. So it is also called newly born hydrogen. So nascent hydrogen, but newly born hydrogen, nothing but atomic hydrogen. So it is more reactive than ordinary hydrogen. So very very important. Don't confuse about it. Nascent hydrogen meaning is so just born, newly born, or I can say newly born hydrogen, or it is more reactive than normal hydrogen. The hydrogen is just produced in the reaction is called nascent hydrogen. Only atomic hydrogen. Even we can study some cases nascent oxygen in organic chemistry condition. We can study. So nascent hydrogen you are studying in yes this one. Okay na? Yes. Now you can check it about hydrates. Clear? So different forms of hydrogen, atomic hydrogen, nascent hydrogen. So atomic hydrogen is extremely reactive. So as a molecule of dihydrogen of gas pass through the electric arc. So dihydrogen gas is just you can pass through electric arc. So what you can get? Hydrogen. Next one is the hydrogen that is just produced in the reaction is called nascent hydrogen. Next one is yes. Now can check it about hydrates. So hydrates they classified into total three types: ionic hydrates, covalent hydrates, metallic hydrates. Okay na? Ionic, covalent, metallic. So just these three alone you can remember. Yes. Hydrogen they classified into three types: covalent hydrates, ionic hydrates, metallic hydrates. So listen here. H2 combines with almost all elements except noble gases from binary compounds called hydrates. Listen. Depending on the nature of bond formed between hydrogen and other elements, the hydrates are classified into three types. So here, hydrates are the classified into three types. That is the given. First one is saline. One more name is salt-like hydrate. One more name is ionic hydrate. So ionic hydrate they classified into like they have three names: ionic hydrate, salt-like hydrate, saline hydrates. All will be same only. Second one is molecular hydrates, otherwise covalent hydrates. Molecular and covalent will be same. Next one is metallic. One more name is industrial, that means non-stoichiometric hydrates. Yeah. So they classified into three types: ionic hydrate, covalent hydrate, metallic hydrates. Ionic hydrates, one more name they given, salt-like or saline hydrates. Covalent condition they given molecular hydrates. Metallic condition they given non-stoichiometric hydrates. Non-stoichiometric hydrates. So look at here, ionic hydrate condition. These are stoichiometric compounds of dihydrogen formed with most of the S block elements. These are stoichiometric compounds of dihydrogen formed with most of S block elements. So S block elements reacting with hydrogen forms ionic hydrates. You know S block elements what is there? Alkali metals and alkaline earth metals. So significant of covalent character is formed in lithium hydrate, beryllium hydrate, magnesium hydrate. So these all are colorless crystalline non-volatile solids. They are non-conducting in solid state. So these hydrates conduct electricity in molten state and on electrolysis. Yes, they give it. So these hydrates while was violently react with water molecule liberating hydrogen. So they having high melting and boiling point. They have high density. Except lithium hydrate, they are generally undergo combustion when heated within air. So this is due to their decomposition into highly inflammable. Highly inflammable they given. Next thing you can check it. Yes. So listen next one. You can check it about except lithium hydride, they generally undergo combustion when heated strongly in air. This is due to their decomposition into highly inflammable hydrogen. Highly inflammable hydrogen. So they given CaH2 in presence of high temperature form Ca plus H2. So these hydrates are generally prepared by heating the metal with hydrogen undergo pressure and temperature. Next one, the stability of the hydrates decreases as the size of the cation will be increases. The stability of the hydrates decreases as the size of the cations will be increases given. Next one is lithium hydride is useful in the synthesis of other useful hydrates also they given. Other useful hydrates. So just remember what is the meaning of hydrates. Hydrate nothing but a hydrogen is reacting with metal form hydrates. So hydrates main they classified into three types. First one is ionic hydrate, second one is covalent hydrate, third one is metallic hydrate. When it was formed ionic hydrate, hydrogen react with S block element is formed ionic hydrate. Ionic hydrates, one more name is salt-like hydrates, otherwise saline hydrates. Next one is covalent hydrates. One more name is molecular hydrates. So these all will be formed by the given. So it will react with P block elements. So where to where? 13th to 17th. 13th to 17th group elements of P block elements. The given. The general formula of covalent hydrate can be written as general formula also given. N nothing but number of outer shell electrons. X we can take the atom. So molecular hydrates are conveniently classified into three types. Again, covalent hydrates will be they classified into three types based on the group. Which group elements will be there? 13th group, 14th group, and 15th group. Listen here how they classified. Electron precises compound, and electron deficient compounds, and electron rich hydrates. So electron deficient hydrates, electron rich hydrates, electron precise. So electron precise nothing but compounds have the required number of electrons into bright Lewis structure. Nothing but main 14th group elements form this type of hydrates. Precises electron precise compound. When it forms, it reacting with 14th group elements. What is there? Carbon, silicon, germanium. So these elements form precise compounds. Otherwise, you can check it. Electron deficient hydrates will be there. So it will be reacting with 13th group elements. 13th group element, what is there? Aluminium, so boron, so gallium, these all elements will be there. So these hydrates act as a Lewis acids. Next one is electron rich hydrates also there. So they have excess of electrons. So when it is formed, so when reacting with 15th group, 16th group, 17th group. So elements of 15th to 17th group form this type of hydrates. What hydrates? Electron rich hydrates. So listen carefully. Covalent hydrate they classified into three types. One is electron precise, electron deficient, electron rich. Okay, na? These three things you can follow. Electron precise when it forms when hydrogen is reacting with 14th group like carbon, silica elements you can take. Deficient condition when reacting with 13th group boron, aluminum, gallium, these elements you can take. Rich condition reacting with 15th, 16th, 17th. Nothing but nitrogen family, then oxygen family, then halogen. So these elements reacting with the hydrogen form, yes, rich hydrates will be formed. Next one is we have one more thing, that is last one is metallic hydrates. One more name is industrial hydrates. Sorry, interstitial hydrates. Interstitial hydrates. Many D and F block elements. So nothing but D and F block elements reacting with the hydrogen form metallic hydrates. Like metals like 7th group, 8th group, 9th group do not form hydrates, and it is also called hydrate gap. But in periodic table, 7th group, 8th group, 9th group do not form hydrate. So this is called hydrate gap. In group 16 only chromium from metallic hydrates, and they given from non-stoichiometric hydrates also there. It was reacting with F block elements will be there. Lanthanum, yttrium, zirconium. These are all elements they given. Okay, na? Yeah. So today enough, ma. We'll discuss remaining things will be next class. Okay, na? Today I explained two topics. Topic one is dihydrogen. So under dihydrogen, what is the preparation? What is the properties? All we discussed. Under uses also. So how we can prepare dihydrogen? What is the chemical reaction? So dihydrogen will be reacting with any other elements. What will happen? What is the uses? What is the physical properties? Any doubts about dihydrogen? Ma? Preparations to properties to uses. Clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And second topic I discussed about hydrates. So hydrate is classified into three types: ionic hydrate, covalent hydrate, metallic hydrate. Ionic, covalent, metallic. Ionic hydrate condition. Hydrogen is reacting with S block element to form ionic hydrates. Otherwise, it reacting with 13th group, electron deficient type of hydrates. Otherwise, these equal, precise, nothing but it reacting with 14th group elements, carbon family. Otherwise, we have rich electrons reacting with 15th, 16th, 17th group. 15th to 17th group we have. And one more point, ionic hydrates, one more name is saline hydrates, arise salt-like hydrates. Saline hydrates arise salt-like hydrates. Covalent hydrate condition they classified into three types: electron deficient, electron rich, and electron is precise. Precise, deficient, rich. Precise condition 14th group, deficient condition 13th group, rich condition 15th to 17th group elements you can remember. Next one is metallic hydrate condition. So D and F block elements you can take. So we have one more point, hydrate gap, that is given. What elements is there? You can remember that hydrate gap nothing but the given. So metals of 7th group, 8th group, 9th group do not form hydrates. So these elements you can say hydrate gap. So the given. What is the meaning of ionic and phenyl hydrate and covalent hydrates? Next one is metallic hydrates also. The given. Okay, na? Now I ask questions based on those topics.